If you're building a ranged squad in Doomsday Last Survivors and you're sleeping on Julia, you might be making a huge mistake. She hits hard, survives longer than most range heroes, and once awakened, she can literally shut down enemy heroes. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about Julia. Skills, best weapons, best lineup, best beast, and whether she's worth investing in 2026 or not. Let's go! Alright, so she's a range hero, specialties Rally, Siege, and PvP Burst. She's best for player versus player, rally attacks, strong single target damage, memory trip, tough enemies. Alright, now she's less useful for zombie spam. So if you guys are trying to use her for zombie spam, she's not the person for you there. She also has massive burst skill damage, great sustained DPS, surprisingly tanky for a range hero, awakened silence, fighting win equal utility, and also great scaling late game. Now, when it comes to her weaknesses, she needs investment to shine. She wants a strong range troop behind her. She's not beginner friendly if low on resources. Now, she's widely recommended because her primary raid skill and damage multipliers are core of her kit. So let's go ahead and break down her skills. All right, the first skill is called Stunning Magic. All right, so it's going to deal damage to the target and restore 40 rage to own squad. So 30 to 100. So yeah, that's your multiplier there. Now, keep in mind, this is Julia's bread and butter nuke. All right, so what it does, it deals heavy damage to enemy squad. Scales extremely well with skin upgrades or skill upgrades. Sorry, guys. You can chunk tanks and squishy backline alike. And the reason why it's strong, this is why people build Julia. Every time her raid hits or fills, she drops a huge burst hit. Since raid squads naturally output high DPS, this creates brutal pressure. It's good for PvP, rally fights, boss fights, and burst windows. So I would definitely max this skill first. All right, so next skill is called Escape Preparation. It's a passive skill. Increases range squad attack by 8% and increases range squad defense by 8%. Let's see. So basically what this does, it just boosts core combat stats. Usually improves things like attack, damage dealt, combat efficiency. The reason why this is going to matter is because it's not flashy, but this is part of why Julia scales so hard late game. So early on, it's not too good. But late game, whoa, this is where Julia's hitting so hard. Now, because the percentage stat boost multiply with gear, talents, research, and troop tiers, I would definitely upgrade this later. It's still good, but don't get me wrong. I would definitely upgrade this, but I would do it not first. All right, so our next skill is called Mind Reading. Reduces damage taken from basic attacks by 6%. When rage is more than 90%, increases skill damage dealt by 5% for 4 seconds. Now, this improves Julia's sustained fighting. Effects usually include extra damage, better combat output over time, more pressure during prolonged fights. And the reason why this matters is because this separates good Julia players from great ones. Some heroes hit hard once, Julia keeps hitting hard. Also, the longer the fight goes on, the more value she brings. Now, this is a very, very strong skill, guys. Keep in mind, I would definitely upgrade this one. Next skill is called Impenetrable. It's going to be a passive skill. Increases range squad hit points by 12%. There's a 20% chance of being immune to taking increased damage. Now, this is where Julia becomes elite. This skill boosts rage generation, skill damage frequency, combat tempo. The reason why this is huge is because there's more rage. Actually, more rage equals more skill cast. More skill cast equal dead enemies. Just, it's simple math, guys. The skill dramatically improves burst rotation. Now, the next skill is her Awaken skill. This is going to be called Miracle of the Century. It's going to deal damage to the target and silence the enemy for 3 seconds. Also restores 120 rage to own squad. Now, this is why whales love Julia. Once awakened, Julia gains one of the nastiest effects in the game: silence. Enemy heroes cannot use rage skills. That's going to mean no healing, no nukes, no shields, no rage combos. That can completely swing fights. Now, imagine fighting Thunder Piercing Burst, Bella nukes, healer comps. Silence shuts that all down. All right. Now, when it comes to awaken priority, yes, this is going to be, Julie's going to be your main carrier. You want to make sure that you can get all your skills up just so you can get her awakened. For sure, guys. Okay, now when it comes to weapons, you want to try to get anything with range attack, skill damage, rage generation, crit, or any kind of burst. Now, the best weapon types are assault rifle, sniper rifle, or actually sniper, high attack range gear. Now, also when it comes to the stat priority on these, you're gonna make sure you have anything with attack percent, skill damage, rage recovery, hit points defense. And you wanna make sure that you also avoid anything with tank stats. Siege only niche stats unless rally focused. Now let's go ahead and get in some team builds here. You wanna make sure that if Julia is the leader, you wanna prioritize the skill tree, range tree, siege, rally. Also, the must-have nodes are anything with rage generation, skill damage, double-edged sword, high precision blast, range defense. But I'm going to go ahead and go mine with skills for now, and then I'm going to go into the tree and get into range squad. I'm going to make this my go-to character, guys. This is going to be my #1 character. I already leveled a whole bunch of other ones, and I'm kind of salty about that. I'm kind of, whatever. I got to go ahead and catch up with Julia and make her my main character to take her to 60. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some lineups here for Julia. The best overall player versus player lineup is going to be Julia and Bard. We don't have Bard yet on my server. Server's pretty brand new. It's only a couple weeks old, so we don't have Bard yet. But when he comes out, definitely going to get him. Now, the reason why that pair is going to be good is because Bard buffs damage, Julia nukes everything. Now, another high burst lineup, what you can use is going to be Julia and Adit, which Adit's not on my server as well, so I can't really show you guys what he looks like. But I do know that it's going to be extremely offensive pressure, great against squishy range teams. If you're looking for a beginner-friendly lineup, it's going to be Julia and Peggy. Let me go ahead and find my Peggy here. All right, there she goes. The reason why you want to go with this is because it's easier to build, good early progression, decent sustain. Now, when it comes to rally and siege, you want to make sure that you have, of course, Julia, and then you're going to get Johnny Carey. I just unlocked him as well, just maybe like about an hour or so ago. Just literally when I woke up, I was doing something and I unlocked them. So that's the 2 pairs you're going to be using if you're doing any rally or siege. Now, the reason why this is good is because it's excellent structure pressure, strong for siege events as well. Now, one other thing we're going to try to go for new on these videos is the beasts. All right, I just unlocked beasts about a couple days ago, and I think that's going to be a good thing that we're probably going to need here. Since Julia is a burst range carry, you want beasts that boost attack, skill damage, rage, and crit. All right, so the best overall beast for this one, it looks like it's going to be Wolf, damage focused beast. The reason why is because of the attack boost, aggressive burst, and it's also great for PvP. Now, the best beast for survivability is going to be a bear, and the reason why it's going to work is because of there's more tankiness. It helps Julia survive more. Best for raid cycle, you're going to be looking for an eagle. Now, the reason why is because of faster skill rotation and then also more rage skill upline. Now, definitely what I would pick on this one, since I'm going to try to get more beast, I'm going to go for Eagle if available, Wolf if pure damage. And that's going to bring us to the question we had asked ourselves earlier in the video. Is Julia worth investing in 2026 and beyond? The answer is going to be yes, especially if you main range squads, which I just switched over from, I was going to do infantry. If you do PvP, you rally often. She may not be the newest hero, but she still performs extremely well. Many players still rank her high value due to the damage and silence utility just alone, my friends. Now, when it comes to breaking her down as far as like different types of player levels, like if you're free to play, low spender, or whale, for free to play, I'm gonna give this chick 3.5 stars, straight up out of 5. Low spender, it's gonna be 4 stars. It's gonna be definitely worth it. For whales, this is gonna be a monster because you're gonna have all the money and investment just to go ahead and take her up to the max. All right, just to recap everything with her pros: huge burst, strong late game, silence on awaken, tanky for range, great in PvP. Her cons: fragment investment, want strong gear, not best for zombie farming. And also keep in mind, if you're building a range march, Julia is still one of the safest long-term investments in the game. She doesn't just deal damage, she controls the fight. And hopefully this video found you guys well. If you guys liked today's episode, please make sure you guys drop that like on there, hit that thumbs up button. And if I did miss anything, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. I don't claim to be the expert guru in this game. I'm a player just like you guys, but we need to have a community where we can actually play and help each other out. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description down below. I want to hear from you guys, and subscribe if you want to see more Doomsday Last Survivors content such as this. Peace.